So, I was just playing around at the house today. It's December 23rd. Yeah, we're going to find out who's naughty and nice, that's for sure. I don't think I qualify under either of those. But yeah, I was just playing around with my guitar. I thought I'd fire my old Fender up. My Bandmaster 71, I think it is. It was originally a head that got put in a custom cabinet. Really a nice cabinet, and we'll take a look at it in a second. But it's been a while since I plugged into it. I've been playing through my Boss Katana, mostly practice, and I just don't feel like powering up my big amps. But as soon as I plugged into it, I remembered how much I love playing through it. It just sounds so sweet. So yeah, let's take a quick look, and then I finished building like a small pedal board. It may not seem small by your standards, but trust me, it's pretty small. And we'll take a look at that too. Okay, come on. It's a 50 watt 26L6s Fender. On top of it is a Weber attenuator. So yeah, it's a mini mass. So it'll handle up to 50 watts, and it just allows me to turn the amp. This amp is so incredibly loud at 2.5, 3. It's incredible. As you can see, I have the shields here, but it just sounds really sweet at about 3, 3.5. All amps kind of have a sweet spot. Fender's is very low, 3.5. Some amps don't sound good until you're at 6 or 7. Fender, I find at 3.5 to 4. It just kind of opens up. It blooms. The mids are very melodic and full. But anyway, right now I'm going through a 12-inch in the cabinet, a 12-inch Celestion Alnico Gold speaker. Very nice speaker. You can see the controls. First channel. Treble. It has vibrato, and this I had put in a while back. My good friend Chris at Tube Amp Spa. It's kind of like a master presence, although these don't have a presence. It just gives it a little bit of cut, because these can get extremely bright, especially when you're playing a single coil like a Strat or a Tele. Today I'm playing through my Les Paul, just because I like to. Here we are. Okay. So you can see from the top right, that's my tuner. Goes into that green compressor, which goes into the equalizer. Out of the equalizer into this BB, the SL drive, the delay. This is a looper. When I write songs, it's kind of nice to have a backing track. It helps me kind of form the structure of my song. And I'm going out to a splitter if I want to run stereo amps or something like that. These are all really nice. This is super nice because it has these, you see these lift switches, phase switches. So if you run between 2 amps, it's really important to have control over your phasing, because it's a 50-50 shot. It'll be out of phase, which just means it sounds really hollow. You'll know it when it's out of phase. But anyway, so there you go. Relatively, whatever, I guess you'd say, small pedal board. So I'm gonna plug in and you can give it a listen. Les Paul. I love this guitar. I mean, this thing, when I got it, I ordered a pair of Seymour Duncan Antiquities, and these are the nicest pickups. They're made on the same machine that Gibson started their first, like the 57 Classics in Kalamazoo. They're made on that winding machine. I don't know what that means, but it's a pretty authentic sound. This is straight through. without the compressor or anything. It's still a great sound. Right now I've got a little bit of reverb on the amp and a little bit of vibrato. I'm going to kick in the compressor. I love compressors. This is probably one of the cheapest ones you could find, but I've had it for probably 15 years, and I still love it. It's the TC Electronics Hypergravity. But it takes tone prints, which I won't get into right now, but basically you can upload different styles of compressors to this with just, you basically take your phone, hold it up to your pickups on your guitar, and it beams over the thing, and you'll see it start flashing, and there you go. Right now, I've got this set up as a 4-band compressor, just a generic, but to me, that's always been my complaint with compressors, is they get it really they kind of muddy the bottom end, which is just natural, I guess, considering what it does. With a 4-band, you can back that bottom end off so that it doesn't muddy up, and I think it sounds great. Here's without it. Okay, with it. Now, let's give it some balls. Okay. Yeah. Not quite right without some delay. It's a delay. This is not an expensive rig. This pedal board itself, a couple $100, literally maybe 200, maybe 300. The amp, I don't know what I think I paid 500 for that. Of course, shipping on it was outrageous, but it's still, it just sounds so sweet. Like I said, it's not a very expensive rig. I think somebody starting out is something that you could afford, and I'll play this anywhere. I mean, you see so much anymore. A lot of players, especially blues players, are going back to these old Fenders, Bandmaster, Ronnie Earl. A lot of these guys never really gave them up, but even these are climbing in price now too. But anyway, you can still find them. I was looking, I think on Reverb the other day, and I'm always looking at these old Fenders. The Twins, 70s Twin, the Dual Showman, which I absolutely love. I would love to get another one. And of course, the Fender Bandmaster Reverb. One thing I will say about like my dual showman, or even this, you know, it's got, well, the dual showman has 4 power tubes. This has 2 power tubes, but it takes, I want to say, like 8 preamp or reverb driver, you know, tubes. So AX7s, AT7s, things like that. So to retube one of these, and I always retube my amps when I get them, just so I'm starting off on a familiar bass. Yeah, so retubing one, you know, it sets you back $250 to retube this amp. What are you going to do, you know? You know, buy a Ferrari and not put tires on it? Yeah, my little pearl of wisdom for the day. Merry Christmas, everybody. And rock and roll.